Okay, good morning class. Today there will be no test. Okay, tomorrow I will be taking your test and it will be from two kingdoms, that is Kingdom Protista and Kingdom Panjai. So today we are going to discuss Kingdom Panjai. Okay, that is on page number 38. Open page number 38, Kingdom Panjai. So again I am repeating, today there will be no test. Okay, today we are continuing with our syllabus and tomorrow there will be test and again we are going to revise Kingdom Protista and Kingdom Panjai tomorrow. And today we will discuss Kingdom Panjai, that is third kingdom. Okay. So as you know that we were discussing five kingdom classification system proposed by Robert Whittaker. Okay, and two kingdoms we have already discussed, that is Kingdom Monera and Kingdom Protista. So Kingdom Monera, it comprises of the unicellular organisms and prokaryotes. Okay, and Kingdom Protista, it comprises of unicellular organisms which are eukaryotes. Okay, now today we are going to discuss this third kingdom which is Kingdom Fungi. Okay, so fungi, this is very common. Okay, maybe you have observed on the rotten oranges, सड़े हुए जो ऑरेंज होते हैं उनमें आपने देखा होगा ब्लूइश कलर का, that is fungus. On the piece of bread, on the piece of chapati, ठीक है, on leather shoes, okay, furniture. So all these fungus, they grows in the damp and moist places. ओके, डैम्प एंड मॉइस्ट प्लेस मींस डार्क और जहां पे क्या आपका मॉइस्चर ज्यादा है वहां पे ये क्या करते हैं, ग्रो करते हैं. ओके, तो डेली लाइफ में क्या आपके चपाती होगी, चपाती पे आप देखोगे फंगस ग्रो करता है, व्हाइटिश फंगस ग्रेश फंगस ऑन द पीस ऑफ ब्रेड. ठीक है, ऑरेंजेस, वेजिटेबल्स, पिकल्स, ठीक है, शूज, लेदर जैकेट्स, वुडन फर्नीचर्स. Okay, at all places you can find the fungus. So basically, see fungus, these are plant like organisms. ठीक है, fungus के आपके plant like organisms and they are multicellular. Okay, only yeast is unicellular, that we will discuss, and fungus, they comes in the category of multicellular. Multicellular means they are made up of many cells. Okay, so some of the fungus we can see with our naked eyes. Naked eyes means खुली आंखों से हम देख सकते हैं. ठीक है, जैसे मशरूम. ठीक है, मशरूम we also used to consume this mushroom. ठीक है, and mushroom is a kind of fungus. Okay, that toads. ठीक है, cotton ball like structures, these are fungus. So some of the fungus we can see with our naked eyes and some of the fungus we cannot see with our naked eyes, and it comprises of this yeast and molds. Okay, yeast and molds we cannot see with our naked eye because these are very small, these are microorganisms. Okay, now see, basically fungus, it comprises of two organisms. One is yeast. Beta, page number 38, 38. So it comprises of these organisms. First is yeast and second is molds. Okay, now characters I have written here, characters of yeast and characters of molds. Okay, one by one I will explain. Yeast, see, it comes under the category of fungi. Okay, and this yeast, it is unicellular, means it is made up of one cell. Okay, it is made up of one cell. Second is, it can be stored in dry form. So this yeast, it can be stored in the form of powder. Okay, for 4 years. So 4 years is the duration. Up to 4 years we can preserve it, we can keep it, we can store it. Okay, but if we heat it about 60 degrees Celsius, then it will get damaged or destroyed. Okay, Now see, disseminated. One word is given in the book, that is disseminated. Disseminated means to be carried away. Okay, so these yeast, they are carried away by the help of insects, they are carried away by the help of air, and they are carried away by the help of dust particles. Okay, so these are the agents which carries these organisms, tiny organisms, that is yeast. Okay, other is, see, when we put iodine drop on this yeast, okay, the color of the yeast changes to reddish brown. So what we say that iodine stains yeast to reddish brown. जब आप आयोडीन की कुछ ड्रॉप्स यीस्ट के ऊपर डालोगे तो यीस्ट किस कलर में चेंज हो जाएगा आपका रेडिश ब्राउन. Okay, so these are the characteristics of the yeast. Okay, this yeast is under the fungi. Okay, second is molds. Now see, in comparison to this yeast, the first character of molds is molds are multicellular organisms. Okay, means their body or they are made up of more than two cells. They are made up of many cells. Okay, these are non-green fungus. Okay, these are non-green fungus. So if you will observe on the piece of bread, that grayish color, okay, appearance is there, grayish color, that growth is there, that is fungus. It is non-green fungus. Okay, non-green means it does not have greenish color. Okay, it is saprophytic. Beta, saprophytic means it depends on dead and decaying organic matter. Okay, it takes its nutrients from dead and decaying organic matter. अपना न्यूट्रिएंट अपना खाना कहाँ से ले रहा हो, सड़े हुए या मरे हुए चीजों से. Okay, now see, the body of this molds, it consists of branched mycelium. Okay, in the next topic I will make the diagram of this and I will explain. Okay, its body, the body of the mold, it consists of branched mycelium, and this mycelium, it is made up of thread like structures which are known as hypha. Okay, and further these hypha, they may grow vertically upward or vertically downward. Okay, and they form sporangiopores, that I will discuss in next topic. Now this molds easily, they can be seen on the piece of bread, and they grow in the moist and damp places. Okay, again I am repeating, these fungi, they grow in the damp, dark and moist places. Okay, ऐसी जगह पे ग्रो करते हैं जहां पे क्या है, नमी है, अंधेरा है. ठीक है. Now I am going to explain common bread mold. Okay, the fungus, the mold which grows on the piece of bread. Okay, so carefully see the structure. Now students, this is the structure of mold which grows on the piece of bread. Okay, when you will observe this mold with the help of microscope, you will observe the that this is the appearance of the mold. Okay, when it grows on the piece of bread. So simply you can do this experiment at your home. Okay, take a piece of bread, put some drops of water on it, and keep it in the damp or dark place for some time. Okay, after some time what you will observe that there will be growth of fungus, okay, that is mold on the piece of bread. Okay, same you can do with your leather products, or you can do with the piece of chapati. Okay, so here you can see this is mycelium. These are the hypha. So this group of hypha, they forms mycelium. And sometimes this hypha, okay, they grows vertically upward like this one, or vertically downward. Okay, so this is the sporangiophore. Okay, this structure, it is known as sporangiophore. Okay, and sporangiophore, it contains sporangium. Okay, this ball like structure, it is known as sporangium. And inside this sporangium, this ball-like structure, there are spores. Okay, many spores are present inside this sporangium. So, when this sporangium it matures, it breaks down, and these spores they are released into the environment. Okay, then these spores they are carried away by certain agents. Okay, and they grows. Okay, so this is the structure of bread mold. Okay, mold is a kind of fungus which grows on the piece of bread. Okay, clear? The structure is clear? Structure is clear or not? Okay, next is habitat. Habitat, already I have told you, habitat is the home, is the place where an organisms live. Okay, so fungi basically, okay, they can be found in the desert, maybe they can be found in the desert, that is hot place, or they can be found in the cold regions. But maximum fungus they are found in moist and dark place. Okay, moist, beta, moist means the place which contains high amount of moisture, high amount of water. Okay, and dark where the light does not reach. Okay, so at these places the chances of growth of fungus is maximum. Okay, Okay, beta, another important point. See, this yeast, which is unicellular fungus. Okay, yeast is unicellular fungus, means it is made up of one cell. Okay, this yeast, it may be aerobic or anaerobic. Okay, this aerobic and anaerobic terms, many times we have discussed this. Aerobic means this yeast, it may grow in the presence of oxygen or it may grow in the absence of oxygen. Okay, sometimes it require oxygen for the growth, as well as sometimes it does not require air or it does not require oxygen. Okay, but molds which are multicellular fungus, means which are made up of many cells, these molds, they are aerobic. Okay, means they require oxygen. Okay, so this is the basic difference. Yeast, it may be aerobic or anaerobic, and this molds, they are aerobic, they require oxygen. Okay, this is clear or not? Beta, yeast, okay, it can grow in the presence or absence of air, means it may be aerobic or anaerobic. Okay, and molds, this is multicellular fungus which we have discussed earlier. Okay, yeast is unicellular fungus and molds, these are multicellular fungus, and these molds, they grows only in the presence of oxygen. They require air, they require oxygen. Okay, otherwise they will die. Clear? Now students, yeast, which is unicellular fungus, it is having strong liking for food which contains sugar. Okay, so one term is there, fermentation. Okay, so what happens in fermentation? This yeast, it breaks down glucose. Okay, it breaks down glucose in the absence of air into ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. Okay, so yeast, this is sugar. So, beta, what happens in the process of fermentation? This glucose, that is sugar, okay, it gets broken down by the help of yeast without oxygen, without air, okay, directly into this C2H5OH. This is ethyl alcohol, okay, along with the liberation of carbon dioxide, okay. So carbon dioxide is a gas, it is liberated, okay, it is released. So when we will discuss about useful fungus, then we are going to discuss this fermentation. Beta, term is fermentation. Okay, fermentation is simple. It is breakdown of sugar into ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. Okay, in the absence of oxygen. Okay, so basically what happens, you can see here, this is C6H12O6. This is glucose. Okay, C6H12O6, this is glucose, and with the help of yeast, it is being broken down into this C2H5OH. This is ethyl alcohol. and along with the production of carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide is gas. Okay, so fermentation is defined as broken down of or breaking down of sugar into ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. Okay, this process is known as fermentation. Clear? And basically this fermentation process is used in industries in the production of wine. Okay, that we will discuss in the useful fungi. Clear? Okay, beta. You know that fungi, these are plant-like organisms, but they lack chlorophyll. They do not have chlorophyll. Okay. So basically, these fungi, they are not able to prepare their own food. Okay, they are not able to make their own food. So they depends on other organism for their food. So fungi may be saprophytic or they may be parasitic. Okay, saprophytic fungi, already I have told you. Saprophytic fungi are those fungi which depends on dead and decaying organic matter. Okay, saprophytic fungi, ठीक है, जो मरे हुए सड़ी गली चीजें उनसे अपना क्या करते हैं, खाना लेते हैं. Okay, then parasitic fungi, these obtains their nutrition from living organism. Okay, they depends on other living organism for their food, so that's why they are known as parasitic fungi. So saprophytic and parasitic fungi, is this clear? Give me a reply in message. Now beta, reproduction in fungi, how fungi reproduces. Okay, fungi reproduces both by sexual method also and asexual method also. Okay, and in asexual method it reproduces by, okay, binary fission, also it reproduces by budding and spore formation. Okay, already you know about binary fission. Binary fission means when the parent organism give rise to two daughter cells or two daughter individuals. Okay, spore formation, you all know that in spore formation many spores are liberated and each spore germinate to form new organisms. Okay, so reproduction is both. So you have to simply remember this, that the methods of asexual reproduction in fungus is either binary fission or budding or spore formation. Okay. Now next we are going to discuss some useful fungus and some harmful fungus. Like bacteria, fungus are also useful as well as fungus are also harmful. So we are going to discuss some useful criteria of this fungus and later on we will discuss some harmful aspects of this fungus. Okay. Now let us see this penicillin. Okay, this is antibiotic. So antibiotics, these are the drugs which inhibit the growth of other microorganisms. Okay, inhibit का मतलब होता है रोकना. Okay, means to stop. So beta penicillin, it is the first antibiotic to be discovered. Okay, and this penicillin, it is obtained from mold. Okay, and that mold is Penicillium notatum. Okay, it is mold. So penicillin, it is the name of antibiotic. Okay, antibiotics, basically when we take antibiotics, we take when the number of microorganisms they increase in the body. Okay, to stop the growth of microorganisms or to stop the number of microorganisms, we take this antibiotic, and these antibiotics they stop the growth of other microorganisms. Okay, so penicillin is the first antibiotic to be discovered, and it was discovered by Alexander Fleming. So this is very important question. He can name the first antibiotic to be discovered. So the first antibiotic to be discovered is penicillin. Okay, and it is obtained from a mold. Mold is kind of fungus, and the name of that mold is Penicillium notatum. Okay, and this penicillin it was first discovered by a scientist whose name is Alexander Fleming in the year 1929. Okay, so this is an important part of this kingdom fungi. Now what are some useful fungi? First of all, this I have already discussed with you. They are used in the preparation of antibiotics. Okay. Second is fungi along with bacteria. Okay, they help in the recycling of nutrients. Okay, fungi they are used in the preparation of bakery items. Okay, these are used in the manufacturing or making of wines. So bakery products you all know that while preparing that dough, जैसे हम आटा गूंथते हैं तो बेकरी प्रोडक्ट्स बनाने के लिए हम क्या करते हैं? ठीक है, जो मैदा हो गया या कुछ भी हो गया उसको जब हम गूंथते हैं उसमें क्या डाल देते हैं हम? यीस्ट पाउडर. Okay, I have already told you that yeast can be stored up to 4 years in the form of powder. Okay, and when we bake that dough, okay, the carbon dioxide it gets released from the products and it makes these products soft and fluffy. Okay, also these fungi like yeast they are added to molasses. One term is here molasses. So molasses basically in the sugar mills. ठीक है बेटा, गन्ने से जब जूस उसका निकाल लेते हैं, ठीक है, तो वो जो अदर वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट बच जाता है उसको हम बोलते हैं मोलासेस. एंड इस मोलासेस में क्या करता है? यीस्ट एक्ट करता है और क्या बनाता है? वाइन. सो यीस्ट दे आर यूज्ड इन द मैन्युफैक्चर ऑफ ओके वाइन्स. So these are the some uses of the yeast, and one important use is mushroom. Okay, mushrooms, these are edible. Not all mushrooms are edible because mushrooms they contain high amount of poison. Some selected species of mushroom they are eaten. Okay, and this mushroom it is very rich in vitamin B. Okay, and also it contains high amount of protein. Okay, so mushroom it is a type of fungus which can be eaten. So these are the useful aspects of fungi. Okay, beta, that harmful fungi. See, Aspergillus is a fungus which causes aspergillosis in the poultry. Poultry, you all know, poultry is a place where hens, birds, fowls, these are reared and these are taken care of. Okay, so these aspergillus, it causes disease in the poultry. Second is, it causes many types of diseases in human beings like athlete's foot. Okay, it causes eczema, that is skin disease. Okay, and it causes ringworms. Also, these fungi, they destroy the food items. So these are the some, okay, effects of fungi, harmful effects of fungi. Okay, so tomorrow we are going to revise kingdom protista and kingdom fungi again, and tomorrow will be your test. Okay. Okay, students, if you have any query, you can ask. Yes, beta, yes. Someone is asking. Okay. Beta, harmful fungi, it causes many diseases in the poultry, okay, animals. That in poultry, you all know that hens, birds, and different types of fowls, they are reared, they are kept. So this fungus, it causes disease. Second is, fungus, it causes many diseases in human beings. Okay, like it causes eczema. Eczema is skin diseases. Okay, then it causes ringworms. It causes athlete's foot. Fungus, they destroy the food, they damage the food due to fermentation. Okay, fungus, it produce toxin which makes our food impure. Okay, these are the some harmful effects of fungi. Now clear? Okay, class. Thank you.
इधर वर्क नहीं पीछे इधर ऐसे बैठा हूँ पीछे वर्क नहीं पीछे बैठे स्टूडेंट्स मैं कुछ नहीं बताया पूछ रहा हूँ क्वेश्चन